Well, this is my third attempt to get through the Bridal Way to Parkamua on this particular one. Last couple of times past it, it looks like they've possibly cleared it now, because literally we started getting to trees across the track on this, just round this next corner. So there's certainly been at least one machine down here. Whether they've just done the outside edge of it, we'll find out. We certainly moved the first couple. It's butchered the Bridal Way a bit, but it was horrible to just get through here on the bike trying to get round trees, so it's going to be interesting. But looking at it, I only got to literally just past here when I tried to walk round the trees that were up on the left hand banking. As you can see, looks as though it's a bit boggy here. Depending how far they forced the way in, it's looking good, because literally I think this was my turn round point last time. Yeah, it was, because I could see the open daylight past it. Which I knew was going to be a problem, because normally it's covered in. It certainly made a mess in here. This was started in, I think it was November was our one. Then we had a few loads of strong wind afterwards. Yeah, this used to be quite a nice fast bit of single track, which now has got bitter branches and stuff all over it, but at least we can get through. Looking at this, I think they'll have gone to the end because they've made the effort to get this far in. So with a bit of luck, they'll continue on a lot of the other bridle ways. There's some lovely little dips and that on here before. Now just a little bit greasy on top of them. Looking at the tyre tracks on the floor, it's definitely going to be clear. Famous last words as he has to double back. It's looking good. Looks like they've done a bit of pruning on some of the trees on the edge as well, just to make life a little bit easier. We see daylight, we're coming out onto the moor, so we're clear. So now just a bit of a climb up to the nice viewing point, and I think I'll stop and have my breakfast. Looking at this, this is gorgeous. I don't regret buying an e-bike one little bit. Just go over to the edge and let you have a little bit of this view from this viewpoint. That's very, hopefully slow enough for you to see a little bit going down Coniston. That's heading down towards Wateryeat, High Nibthwaite, end of the lake, and Parkermoor. Coniston Old Man and Walmascar Road over there. Won't be too clear on the GoPro. Just handy butty. Continue on now towards the cottage in the clouds, and then turn left on as I reach High Parkermoor. It'll take me across Bethica Moor and back into Grizedale. Climb seems a lot harder when you're coming the other way. Absolutely beautiful up here. No breeze on this little section. It always seems quite sheltered. Lovely. Grass is coming on, and the hedges are even starting to come into leaf a little bit. When I was leaving Ambleside, some of the hawthorn looking like it's well on its way. Well, there's where I'm going. You see, we go down the dip and then back up and onto that horizontal path that's going along back towards Grizedale. This is the cottage in the clouds. Really don't know how they access this for rental. Say that every time I get up here. But to be up here in weather like this must be good. Obviously some vehicles can get up here. Little stone holding me. There's the details of it. If anybody wants to come up here, I'm sure you can find it. With the look of it, it's probably this gate. You probably can get a four-wheel drive up here. Looking at, you might even get a car up here looking at this. I better just turn the bike back on as well. I need a little bit of assistance, I think, once I get out of here. If I was really good, I'd go across there and straight up there, but I'm not good, so I'm going the easy way. Well, easier way. Here we come up to the step, just not too far along from where I've come onto this Bethencourt track. This is the end of the legal section for motorised vehicles, and then we're back onto the Bridal Way. It's exceedingly dry at the moment. I've just come past what would normally be one of the big puddles that we sometimes encounter on the motorbike, but like these bits here, you can see where they've dropped back and dried up. There's normally some very big ones on here, so much so you can see to the right where people have tried to avoid this one that's in here, which is virtually dried out at the minute. You can see again where they've been going up to try and avoid them. This one's been the big go around, as you can see, where stuff's got itself into there in an attempt to avoid this, which is usually the deep bit. They shouldn't actually be on this section. I'll go through this one because I think it's going to be relatively shallow today, but you can see it's well down and it's still not quite touching the motor. Then just up into the distance at the moment, you'll see the gate back into Grizedale, where we're going to go back in. Came along here on Sunday going the other way, so I know this section's clear. Here we are, we're just leaving the short little track that comes through between Bethencourt back into Grizedale. For anybody wanting to go down the Witches as you've come back in, literally you have a small cut across, a little bit to the right, not much, and you're on it. The machine's been down here, so I do know again the other day we'd seen that they removed parts of the trees that were certainly blocking the top part of this Bridal Way. Looking at it, don't think he's come much further into here. There were a few more trees down in here last time I came down, but the top section, which we're on now, was actually passable, because I have gone down here and lifted over trees and done a bit of limbo like here. Never been down this left hand side. No, I know why. So they've come in from the bottom by the look of it. I think there's a tree down just around this corner before. Yeah. So we're cleared off. With another one down here. Yeah. Not so nice following the machine crap, but at least we can get through. Do we? Don't we? Well, I suppose I can only have to come back up. Mind you, I might as well just let them bloody clear it. Decided to go for a very, very gentle explore. Let's see what we've done or haven't done. Can always come back up out of here if need be. It looks like we can get through it possibly, but it's not going to be fast, not going to be enjoyable, loads of brash. It's going to be bloody horrible as soon as the brash gets wet and starts to skim the actual bark off the bits that are on the floor. Well, that's looking like it's passable. Hell, there's been some damage at this bottom end. I think we're just about out onto the track. Yeah. So you jump out onto the track. We've got a few bits of crap in front of it. They've shifted the other one, so now I know we're clear to go down to Satisway.